Hello again, vinyl community. Matt here, and kind of a bit of a impromptu video, and it's going to be a little bit of a mishmash of things. So I'm sorry if it gets a little muddled, but so I have some finds to show, some tapes, CDs, few records, and I also have some VCLT, at least I think it is, from my friend Gregory Short. So we'll take a look at that as well. So let's start off with the finds real quick. Just a few cassettes. These were all from my local Savers thrift store. So Aerosmith, Permanent Vacation, a number of classic tracks on this one. Ragdoll, Dude Looks Like a Lady, and Angel. Those would be the three most well-known tracks. And I also picked up at the same store Joe Cocker with a little help from my friends. One of my favorite album covers of all time. I don't know, just like it. He looks like he's completely out of his head, but I do have this on vinyl, but I couldn't leave it there. And another one that I do have on vinyl as well, but again, I wasn't going to leave the tape there. That's Eric Clapton's Slow Hand. Probably his most well-known album, because it has Cocaine and Wonderful Tonight and Lay Down Sally on it. Great album. So those are the tapes. I do have a few recent CD finds as well. Again, these are all thrift store finds. Stereophonics, Just Enough Education to Perform. Was very surprised but very pleased to find this in the US, because Stereophonics were big in the UK in the late 90s and early 2000s in particular. And this has several hits on it. Mr. Rider, Have a Nice Day. Actually, those are the two biggest ones. And yeah, they're just it's rock music essentially, slightly alternative rock, kind of post Britpop sort of music. Speaking of Britpop, another album that I was very pleased to find in the US is Travis, The Invisible Band. One of my favorite, yeah, they're technically Britpop, but they're like late Britpop, like late 90s is when they kind of became big. I have their most well-known album, which is The Man Who. At least in my opinion, that's their best album. But this was the follow-up. I'm pretty sure this was the follow-up. And this had Sing was the big hit that was on here. And Flowers in the Window was also a hit too, so very pleased to find that. And then both of these next two CDs came from Savers as well. Elton John Greatest Hits, 1970 to 2002, which is really the period that matters as far as I'm concerned. Starts with Your Song, ends with This Train Don't Stop. This Train Don't Stop There Anymore. I did not have any Elton John on CD, so I was pleased to find that. I do have a ton of his studio albums on vinyl, but yeah, this is the first CD that I had. And then I've been looking for this CD forever. Ben Folds 5, Whatever and Ever Amen. This is a fantastic album. I loved this album in like the late 90s, early 2000s. I have a lot of memories associated with this album. It was big. Let's see, it was released in 97. It was still big when the first time I ever came to the US. In fact, the first time I ever flew on a plane was in June, I think it was, of 1998. And I just remember this album still being around then and listening to it. And yeah, it's got a lot of great tracks on it. Brick is possibly the most well-known song. But my favorite song is Fair on here, which is just, yeah, it's great. I don't know what kind of music to classify this as. It's sort of almost like somebody's going to correct me, I know, but the closest I can think of is like ska. I'm sure somebody's going to say, no, it's not, it's something else, but hey, great album. Okay, so that's all the CDs, and that's all the tapes. So I met up just tonight being Saturday, with Gregory Short at Mad Platter, and in fact, and his lovely wife Christine, and she was there too. And so I think she did a bit of digging too. We all sort of were doing our thing, looking around, and yeah, she was having a look in the store too, because I know she likes music. But I did buy several records. I only spent $15, nothing too excessive, especially as I'm going to be kind of purging the record collection a little bit, just you know, just a little bit. Did pick up a copy of Record Collector magazine, which Greg and I usually pick up whenever we're out digging together. I haven't looked at it yet. Looks like, let's see. Looks like we've got articles on Bob Marley, Thelonious Monk, something on rock gods as well. So I'll have to have a flick through that. And for those of you who aren't familiar with this magazine, it's it's regional, I'm pretty sure, because everything in here is like Southern California pretty much. And it just has articles. It has like stores advertised in here if they're selling stuff. I think there's a classified section, maybe. Am I remembering that right? I might not be. Maybe there isn't. But yeah, it's just you know, there's a lot of ads, but some of the articles are interesting as well. And for the records, I picked up one album and 5 12-inch singles, because I'm not going to be purging the 12-inch singles. I still have room for more, actually. So I have two, with my cubes, I have 2 of the cube spaces that are dedicated to 12-inch singles, and I probably have room for maybe another, I don't know, 20 or 30 in there, something like that. So let's start with the album, and that is Level 42, Running the Family. And I'm sorry for the glare. Let me take it out of the sleeve, see if that helps. A little bit. You can see the reflections. Sorry. But this was $5, and this to me is by far their best album. Every song on side 1 was a hit, at least in the UK, and one more song, I believe, on side 2. And it's really it's pop music essentially, but it's like adult contemporary pop music. What would have been contemporary at the time when this was released, which was in 1986. And these songs are a mix of the single releases are a mix of hits from 86 and 87. So the 5 hits that I know of on here are Lessons in Love, Children Say, which is a fantastic track, Running in the Family, the title track, It's Over, which is another really excellent track, and To Be With You Again. So yeah, I was really pleased to find this. I think they're British. I ought to know that, but I don't. I think they are. Yeah, the copyright on here has Polydor Limited London, so that to me would maybe suggest they are British. And the management team is in London too for the band, or they were in London. So yeah, I guess they're British. And thanks to Greg for mentioning this too, because he said, "Oh, do you like Level 42?" And I said, "Yeah, I do kind of like him." And he said, "Oh, there's a few Level 42 records in one of the bins we were looking through, and I found a couple of like 12-inch singles or something." I was like, "Oh, it's too bad. If they had Running in the Family, I'd probably buy it." Had a quick flick through to the front, and there it was. And it's I'm pretty sure this is a reshrink. This isn't original shrink wrap, but still, it's in really nice condition. So very pleased to find that. And then I did buy 5 12-inch singles, and these are all $2 each. Starting off with Christine W., Land of the Living. This is a really great dance track. I used to love this track quite a number of years ago. This song and One More Try by Christine W. It's just got a great chorus to it. It's really, yeah, it's very, I was going to say very danceable. I don't really dance, believe it or not. But it's actually on two records here. You know, there's a whole bunch of different mixes and so on. So very pleased to find that. I was hoping I'd find One More Try as well, but this is just Land of the Living, but that's fine. I was still very pleased to find it. Next up, we have Corona, Baby Baby. Corona were pretty big in the mid-90s, big dance act. I really wanted to find Rhythm of the Night, which is a sensational dance track. One of my favorite dance tracks, maybe of all time, certainly of the 90s. But Baby Baby was another hit of theirs. This was released a little bit later. I think in 95. Rhythm of the Night was 94. I think this came out in 95. And so I was still really pleased to find this. It's still a really good dance track. I did once find Rhythm of the Night in a Goodwill, and I was so excited, and then I looked at it and the record was like beat to hell, so that kind of sucked. Okay, next up we have Steve Perry and Oh Sherry. I'm pretty sure I don't own this on any form. I'm not even sure if I have this on CD, not even on a compilation CD. It's also a promo, or demonstration, not for sale record, which honestly is kind of neither here nor there to me, but just a little detail to note. Classic 80s soft rock track, released in 84. So again, for $2 I couldn't pass it up. Next up we have Soul to Soul, Missing You. This song actually holds some kind of personal memories for me because so you're gonna think this is kind of funny. My brother and I used to play soccer, and we played soccer, you know, with our friends out on the soccer fields and the playing fields that were near our house. But in the evening we would play upstairs in our house. We had at that time we shared a room. We had bunk beds, and so the spare room was this big, well, it seemed big at the time, this big room that was sort of empty. At least we could clear it. You know, we had bits and pieces in it, but it didn't have a bed in it, so it was easy to clear the room. We had this double set of wardrobes at the back of the room, so that was the goal, and one of us would be the goalkeeper, and one of us would be the outfield player trying to score past the goalkeeper. And we would always put music on, and one of the albums that was in very heavy rotation was the UK, now that's what I call music, 18, and Missing You is on now 18. And you know, the big Soul to Soul track, of course, is Back to Life, but I honestly kind of prefer Missing You. Just again, it's kind of my judgment is definitely clouded with the nostalgia factor, but yeah, I saw this and I was like, yeah, I gotta get that. I can't pass it up. And then the final 12-inch single, this has a little bit of a funny story too. Well, I'll show it to you first of all. It's Go West, the King of Wishful Thinking. I'm not a massive fan of Go West, but to me this is easily their best track. It's not even close. And this is sort of a little bit of a comeback track for them. They were pretty big in like the mid-80s, right? With Call Me, etc., etc. We Close Our Eyes was another track. And Greg and I were looking through the bins, and he fished out a Go West album. He said, "Oh, he asked if I like Go West, and I said, "Yeah, you know, they're okay." I do have the one album of theirs whose name I forget, but it's got a blue cover on it. And I said, "You know, I have that album just because it has a couple of the classic 80s songs on it." And I said to him, "Well, if that album you're looking at has King of Wishful Thinking on it, then maybe I would get it." And he looked and he said, "No, you know, it didn't have it." And then later on, I was digging kind of where he had been digging before, and I said, "Oh," and I found this. And he said, "Oh, he completely missed it." So I thought, yeah, I got to get that. This is a really good track. And of course, it was from the movie Pretty Woman. I've got a picture of Richie Gere and Julia Roberts on the back here. And this was a little bit of a comeback of theirs because this came out in 1990. And yeah, it's a good track. It really is. So, oh, I do have some more records. I forgot about these. That's kind of a little bonus thing here. So I bought this little lot off of eBay, hoping that I would be sending some as VCLT to somebody I promised a VCLT to. But unfortunately, I don't think they're in good enough condition, and I can't bring myself to send them. I don't like to send VCLT that's in poor condition. I just think that's not the done thing, you know. I think it's at least got to be in terms, if you were to grade a record, it's got to at least be like VG plus. I think that that's kind of only fair. But so I'll show you this little stack, because I don't think I'll be sending it again, because the condition and a bunch of them have got stickers on too, which I didn't realize. But anyway, I'll show you. Harold Fortemeyer, The Race Is On. Apparently this is from Starlight Express, so I may know it if I play it, but it's not immediately ringing a bell. Michael McDonald, Sweet Freedom. That's actually a really good track. That's a good track. But oh, this is what I mean, but they've got stickers on. Look, it says like opening warm-up, so these were probably used for like an aerobics class. They could have been used at a disco or something, but yeah, no, it's got to be like aerobics. Check it out. This is medium. Oh, it is. Jeez, medium cardio aerobic conditioning. Okay, that's a little bit of a giveaway right there. This is Earth Girls Are Easy by Royalty. That's the name of the band. The name of the track, Earth Girls Are Easy, vaguely. Oh, wait a second. No. Wait a second. No, I've got this completely wrong. The name of the track is Baby Gonna Shake. I did get the name of the band right, at least, or the artist, Royalty. I don't know what this Earth Girls Are Easy thing is about, but it looks familiar. I've seen it somewhere, so I don't know. Somebody can tell me. This must mean something. Next up, Howard Jones, Life in One Day. Love Howard Jones. Do I have this track? Yes, I do, because it's from the album Dream into Action, which I do definitely own. ABC, When Smokey Sings, from 87, I think. Yeah, 87. It's good. It's a good track. Actually, it's probably one of the better tracks. George Michael, One More Try. Now that I look at these, some of these are in slightly better condition than I thought. So I thought they all had stickers on, but that's not true. They don't. The records are in fine condition. They look great. It was just like the sleeves. They had all these stickers on them, and I was like, oh, I didn't realize that was going to happen. Because, you know, in the eBay auction, I couldn't really see what everything was. A lot of it's like covered up. And there were no zoomed in shots. It was all like zoomed out. So it was kind of hard to see. So I don't know. Maybe I'll rethink some of this VCLT. But Debbie Gibson, Electric Youth. You know, you can't beat a bit of Debbie. Well, you can, but you know. Lisa Stansfield, All Around the World. Love that song. I might keep this one. I might do. This one actually has a jukebox strip in it, but it's not the correct one. It is Lisa Stansfield, but my camera doesn't want to refocus. But anyway, it's Change. So I guess I'll throw that out. Rick Astley, Together Forever. Classic. I do already have the Whenever You Need Somebody album that has this on, so I don't know if I'll be keeping this or not. Don't know this one at all. I know of the artist, but anyway. The Real End by Ricky Lee Jones. Somebody can fill me in as to what that's all about, because I'm not familiar. We Connect, Stacey Q. I don't know the song. I do know the song Two of Hearts by Stacey Q, but I don't know this one. And finally, I Saw Him Standing There by Tiffany, which is an atrocious song. It's on the Hits album 8, which is a UK compilation album from the summer of 1988. It's a terrible track. It really is. Of course, it's a cover of the Beatles, I Saw Her Standing There, but it's a cover. It's not even a cover. I was going to say it's a cover in name only. That's not even true, because even the name's not the same. It's I saw him standing there, not I saw her standing there. Yeah, I don't know. So I was disappointed that like all but a few of them had these labels on, and I'm not even going to try to remove them. I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, I can already see somebody tried to remove this and it left all this residue. So anyway, quick shout out to Justin. This is the craziest thing. So Greg and I are in the record store, and then a voice behind us says, I thought I recognized those voices. And so we turn around, and there's Justin. That's a guy named Justin who watches both of our videos. It's the craziest thing. I think he subscribes to both of our channels. That was my assumption, and you know, he just happened to be there. It was kind of like meeting a fan or something. It was the strangest thing. I think Greg will probably watch this video at some point, and Greg, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's happened to you once before. I have it in the back of my mind that you told me that once, that you were in a store or something, and somebody who had seen your videos came up and said hello. They recognized you. And I'm sorry if I've got that wrong. I have it, like I said, in the back of my mind that you once told me that. But yeah, craziest things. Yeah, we talked to him for quite a little while. Really nice guy. Lives in Riverside, same as Greg and I. And he doesn't comment on videos, but maybe he'll comment on this one. Go ahead, Justin. Live on the wild side. But yeah, really nice guy. It was great to meet him. Yeah, kind of surreal, actually. Okay. Greg also very generously, what he and his wife gave me something that's in here. I haven't opened it yet. We're going to do an opening, sort of an unboxing video. I think he said this was a Christmas gift, but he made sure to make it clear that his wife did the wrapping, so we can either blame or thank Christina. No, I'm sure it's very good. She said it was her best wrapping job of last year, so that's got to be good. So we're going to open this. It's going to be like, I'm pretty sure it's sort of VCLT related. I know that there's a few books for my daughter in here, but yeah, let's have a look. So Greg, for those of you who don't know, works at a library, and he's mentioned this in videos, so I'm sure he won't mind me mentioning it here. And so I think he sometimes is able to get hold of, you know, different books. And so I have a 9-month-old daughter, so we've got a bunch of baby books here. Thanks, Greg. Baby Sign. There you go. There's a classic Wheels on the Bus. Awesome. And yeah, very cool. So, ooh. Well, first of all, we found something pretty cool here. Yes, we did. This isn't wrapped. Hey, it's a Walkman. Now that's awesome. Thank you, Greg. Yeah, this is really cool. Yeah, this is really neat. How do I open it? What am I doing wrong? Oh, I was trying to open the wrong side of it. I was trying to open the front of it. This actually opens from the back right here. Yeah, that's really cool. Oh, and he's put batteries in it and everything. Thank you, Greg. And you know what's great with this? So, I actually did get a Walkman for Christmas, but it's not working as well as I would like. Like, I've tried listening to it. I don't know if the belts are going, but it's hang on, I'll show it to you. Wait, I didn't plan on doing this because I didn't know there was going to be a Walkman in here. So you guys are probably going to see the pajama bottoms that I'm wearing, but who cares, right? Here we go. Okay, so this is the Walkman that I had sort of, my wife gave it to me, but I bought it on eBay and she just re-gifted it for Christmas. But like I said, I have not been happy with how it's working. Like, I've tried, I took it to work a couple of times. People probably thought I was crazy, but it's like got wow and flutter all over the place. Like, I can hear the tempo changing, and so I'm pretty sure the belt is maybe on its way out. Even though the seller said he put a new belt on it, but who knows? Maybe he put the wrong size belt on. I don't know. But yeah, I haven't been very happy with the performance of this one. So I'm really thrilled. Thank you, Greg. This is great because, you know, I really wanted to be able to take tapes, especially mixed tapes, to work. I just thought that would be kind of cool to be able to do that. And this, oh, and it has, awesome. And it has chrome and metal tape support as well, which is really cool. Plus it has Megabass. I don't think this one doesn't. And that is something I noticed. Like, oh, it sort of, it sounded a little light, you know what I mean? it wasn't punchy enough. So yeah, this is great. Thank you so much, Greg. And then, I mean, you didn't have to get me anything, but this would have been enough. But there's more stuff in the bag. So as much as I want to kind of stop the video right now and give this a little lesson, we're gonna continue. But yeah, this is just, hang on, I'm just gonna look at this again because this is great. Yeah, I mean, you guys know that I love I do like cassettes. I love cassettes because, sure, there's a huge nostalgia factor. You guys who've watched my videos know that I'm kind of into the nostalgia. I do have a tendency to sometimes buy things that aren't necessarily good, which is all subjective, I realize, but because they remind me of something, whether it's my childhood or home or whatever it might be. So, you know, the ability to kind of record onto cassettes is something I used to, it takes me back to being a kid. I used to love making mixtapes as a kid. I used to do it all the time. It used to drive my family nuts on vacation. I would insist on bringing, like, you know, 5 tapes with me, and we'd play them over and over again in the car. But yeah, this is just wonderful, Greg. Thank you so much. Yeah, really, just awesome. Really awesome. And like I said, just great timing as well. And I'd even been looking on eBay as recently as the last like week or so, thinking, yeah, I'm gonna have to buy another one because, you know, this one's just not working properly. And now I don't have to. Thank you, thank you. Now there's some. Let's see. Here we go. Let's have a look. See, look at this. Look at this wrapping, huh? Look at this. This is, oh, let's have a look. Thank you. I'm saying thank you already. I haven't even opened it. And thank you for the wrapping. It's really nice. I did bring some scissors out just in case. I know you don't you almost feel like guilty, like when you start to unwrap something that's been so beautifully wrapped, because you feel like you're destroying it. But anyway, this is to Matt from Greg, and I think Greg had said that he'd had this like a couple of months. You know, it was a Christmas gift, but we hadn't seen each other for, let me think. He and his wife came over for dinner. I think that was right at the end of November. So yeah, it's been a couple of months since I've seen him. Yeah, I'm very intrigued. Let's have a look. What on earth is this? Okay, this is the teeny tiny turntable. I don't think I've ever seen this. This looks crazy. Let's have a look. Audio files and classic collectors. It's got some information on the back. Can let those records spin with the teeny tiny turntable. This charming kit includes a miniature record player, 3 mini LPs, each with a printed sleeve, and 30 seconds of music. Printed stickers for customizing your LPs, and a 32-page book full of fun facts about the best records of all time. Ooh. And this is the deluxe mega kit, apparently. I don't know what the deluxe mega kit gets you, but it sounds very official. Wow, this is very intriguing. This is like the sort of thing that Techmoan shows. You watch. I'm gonna have to maybe make a dedicated video to this and like see if I can get 250,000 views like he does. But let me have a look at this thing. Let's have a look, because I am extremely intrigued by this. It suggests that it's actually playable. I'm not sure if it's playable. It suggests that it is, or if it's like ornamental. But yeah, this is turning into a longer video than I intended to. But that's okay. Let's have a look here. Okay. Ooh, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. So, okay. so this is our little book, which tells us about some of the best records of all time. So here we go, like Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. No doubt the Beatles have got 1 or 2 entries in here. Let's see who else we've got. Oh, yeah, Beatles, Abbey Road, etc. I also see we've got Madonna, okay, Bob Marley and the Wailers, David Bowie, cool. Now, these are the little sleeves right here. Let me show them to you. So, these little guys, jazz band, classic rock, and 70s funk, okay. And these are the labels for them, yeah. And here's the record player. It's all wrapped up. Let's have a look. Look at this. Look at it. Okay, so the records are in here. I was wondering why there weren't any records in the sleeves. Look. It's actually a miniature record. It's got like a miniature tone arm and everything. That, yeah, look, and you can lift it up. Like that. Now, okay, so it comes with a battery, and it's probably like a watch battery or something. You pull the tab to start it. Oh, we got to check this out. We got to. I honestly kind of want to make a dedicated video to this, but you guys won't forgive me, right? We got to check this out now. So I'm going to take the tab out. So now this thing should be like, does it like start when you move the tone arm? No. How do we start this up? What am I doing? Let's see. I don't see any like on-off button for it, so I must be doing something wrong here. Let's see. It does have some sort of little button things here. I don't think. Well, hang on a second. Maybe this thing has instructions in it too. I probably should have checked first. Oh, okay. So simply raise the hinge lid, place a record down on the platter. So I haven't done that part yet. Spin, and the music will play. Okay. Well, our records are right here. Okay. The only thing is I don't know which is which. That's probably part of the game, right? Part of the fun. You're supposed to put each one on. Oh, they've got like sort of magnetic things or something on them. Maybe that tells the record player that, okay, we're ready to play. Well, I don't know which is which. We're going to start with the one that was on the top. And yeah, let's have a look. So we're going to put our record on here. Oh, hey. That's really cool. That's cool. So I think I'm understanding now how this works. So see, the records actually do look like they have grooves in them. So I was thinking that this would literally spin, but that's not what happens. So these have magnets, and this also explains now why the magnets are in different places on the records. See, we've got like They're not in the same places. These little dots. This one's right. Just has one dot in the center. So the music's actually all just stored on here. These are just these records are acting as switches essentially to tell it what music to start playing. So you don't actually you don't have to spin the record to play it. It's just like a fun thing. It's a novelty thing. So let's try another record. But this actually does turn, so you could spin it if you wanted to. Let's try this one. What's this one? This must be the jazz one. And I hope my microphone's picking this up okay. Whoops! Shoot! See, this, I didn't mean for the record to fall out. But this, so yeah, actually, all you really need to do is to touch this once, and you could lift the record up, and it'll still keep playing, because all the music's stored on here. This is the last one. There we go. Classic rock. Yeah. It's pretty good. That's really cool. That really is. The fact that it has like the hinged lid, you can move the tone arm and everything. You can even spin the platter. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you, Greg. That's really, yeah, that's really neat. Really neat. But as if that wasn't enough, we've got another box here, another package. It's still playing. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, that's really neat. I don't know if I'm gonna take this to work and put it on my desk, or if I'm gonna keep it here, because that's such a neat little. I mean, it actually looks like a record player. So I'm kind of obsessed with this. Let's have a look in here. Ooh. Ooh. Oh goodness. Oh my goodness. So this is Vinyl Idols, and it says to UK from USA. I've never seen this before. Should I know? I feel like I should. Well, let me rephrase that. I think I have seen these before, but I don't know anything about them. So on the back of this, and I think you can get like different ones, right? That makes sense, because this is like number 8. So it says, and I guess this guy's name is Lloyd. It's either Dobler or Dobler, and there he is with his ghetto blaster, right? Straight out of the 80s. It says, when we last saw Lloyd Dobler, the mysterious love interest from the 80s classic Say Anything, he and Diane Court were totally in love and about to fly to London to start their life together. But before they board the plane, before Court's father is convicted of tax violations, and before she's totally sure he's even for her, Lloyd made this romantic gesture that became an icon. This figure is for those who believe actions speak louder than words. Well, this is very cool. Well, let's take it out. I almost don't want to take it out of the box, because, you know, you know how people keep things like this in the box all the time. But this has me very intrigued, so I'm going to have to take it out of the box. I'm sure that there's some people watching who are like, okay, you don't know what this vinyl, what this Say Anything is, or vinyl idols, but I really don't. And like I said, I think I have seen, I won't spoil it, but I think I've seen it, but I did not know what this was about, and I'm not sure I still do entirely know what it's about, but we're going to open this and find out. Here we go. Here he is. With his ghetto blaster. Now it comes with a stand too. We've got like a base in here we can stand him up on. There he is. I guess he goes this way around. Oh, his legs move a little bit. That's why I'm having trouble fitting this on. Oh, I see. I see. Okay. There he goes. So, there he is. That's cool. Thank you, Greg. Thank you. So yeah, I guess this is a series, right? I could be completely misunderstanding, but yeah, Lloyd Dobler or Lloyd Dobler. It's really cool. I really like the get-up. In fact, I like the look on his face. And yeah, you guys know me. I like my tapes, so I'm definitely digging the Ghetto Blaster. Yeah, this is. Yeah, thank you so much, Greg. Really, yeah, this is great. This is awesome. You know, we've got Lloyd here. We've got our miniature record player deal going on. Got our Walkman. Yeah, this is really. Yeah, I don't know what to say really. Thank you so much. Really, just so super generous. Both you and Christina. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, I was saying how when I made a video for New Year's a few videos ago, and just saying how because last year was kind of my first year in the vinyl community. I'd watched videos before that, but last year was the first year where I started making my own videos, and it's really remarkable some of the wonderful people that you meet, that you run into in the vinyl community, and Greg is certainly one of those people, and that's definitely been a highlight, or it was a highlight of last year for me in getting involved with the vinyl community, was being able to meet Greg, and now to call him a friend, and to you know, be able to hang out and so on. And the fact that we live in the same city is even better, because it's you know, we live close by. It's super convenient just to go to a record store that's in the city. And yeah, so thank you, Greg. I like all the items. I don't know what I'm excited by the most. I like all the gifts, but yeah, I think I showed the most excitement about the record player, but I think I'm probably, I don't know. I like all of them. I was gonna say I'm most excited about the Walkman, because I'm really kind of keen to try it out. I'm really eager, but no, I like all the good, and Lloyd too. That's cool, you know. Somebody's gonna have to tell me more about this guy in the comments, and I'm really sorry, because I kind of feel like I'm ignorant, like the fact that I really don't know anything about it. So somebody can please enlighten me. I could just Google it. And ordinarily I would have done before making the video, but I didn't know what was going to be inside the gift. So yeah, somebody can tell me about Lloyd. So thank you again, Greg. Justin, if you watch this video, it was really nice meeting you in the store. Hope you do start commenting. I know you said you don't really comment on videos, but you should. What the heck? Just to say hello, you know. And yeah, thank you guys as always for watching. I'm sorry this video turned out to be way longer than I thought it was going to. I don't even know how long it is. Normally I have a counter on my software here, but my counter's for some reason telling me that the video has been going on for 23 hours. So I don't know. I think the clock on my computer's off or something. But yeah, thanks guys as always for watching, and until next time, bye bye.